Welcome back to Weekend Today. Now to this drastic plan in an attempt to fix the housing crisis. Melbourne City Council is actually planning to cap the number of nights short-term rentals can be leased out. For more on this, let's bring in today's talkers. We've got Amanda Rose from Western Sydney Women in studio with us and commentator Carmen Braidwood in Perth. Ladies, good morning. Thanks for your time. Amanda, I want to start with you. Business groups have slammed this proposal over fears the tourism sector is going to be impacted. Do they have a point?
Well, I think we need to go back to the fact that this is people's properties that they're trying to earn a living off, you know, by Airbnb, and they're controlling or trying to control what they're doing with their property, which is actually quite significant, because imagine anything that you own that a council or government can come in saying, we don't want you driving that car anymore, we don't want you using it that much. But also when it comes to the crunch, hotels hate Airbnbs, right?
Of course they do.
So anything they can do to cap Airbnbs, they will. So I actually don't think it's about the rental crisis. I think it's a money-driven activity that the hotel lobby is saying, we want you to cap it. But you know what? I trust nothing that comes out into the media until you read any legislation or any policy to find out the real reason.
Well, Carmen, just on this, Sally Catt, the Lord Mayor in Melbourne, says this will help with our housing supply problems. Do you think she has a point?
Yeah, she does, and the problem is the same here in Perth. There are just not enough places to live close to the city where people want to work and recreate, although I think a better solution would be to support and incentivise medium-density housing developments close to the city that, you know, support multi-generational living and have nice leafy green areas. The problem is here in Perth, I know, in WA, we're sort of moving away from that when we did all this background work to get something off the ground and it's already been scrapped.
Well, regardless, we need more ideas, and this is one. So throw up more ideas. It can only be a good thing to solve what is a deepening crisis. I want to turn our attention to the Matildas this morning and their incredible World Cup campaign. It united Australia, but they've actually dropped one spot in the FIFA World Rankings. This is despite finishing 4th in the tournament. I reckon it's outrageous, Amanda. What do you think?
I actually think that we don't care because we think they're awesome and they did very well. But I can understand that people would be very upset because when you look at the visuals here, that they did really well and they've dropped. But also that's how things go, like with how you, your results in each match. But I think we can bring the point back to the fact that they might be number 11 on the ranking, but they're number 1 in Australia.
They are, absolutely. It's all based on a points ranking, 3 wins, 3 losses and a draw. Carmen, 11th in the world after a campaign, a glorious campaign. It's hardly reflective of their performance.
I demand a recount, surely. There's got to be a little misdemeanour in some of the number crunching at the other end there. At least the Matildas have the Olympic qualifiers to look forward to, and maybe, I don't know, I have no idea if that contributes to the count, but hopefully they've got a chance to level the score.
Paris, here we come. And finally this morning, new data has revealed more than half of working Australians eat out every week as they don't have the time or supplies to cook at home. Amanda, you're a master chef yourself.
Well, the thing is, what's really interesting, they said they go out to a restaurant, and by the time you go out to a restaurant, order and eat and come home, you can meal prep for the week.
Yeah, you're right.
So I like to meal prep twice a week, one at the end of the week.
You're a meal prepper?
I am. I mass cook things because I'm very busy. So I always say to busy people, meal prep is the way to go. Do it at the end of the week and midweek.
What are we prepping? Just
it could be burritos. Oh, it's always high protein, right? It could be burritos, it could be salmon, it could be chicken, it could be anything. You can actually meal prep quite a lot and have it in the fridge. So to go out and to say, I don't have time, but you've got time to go to a restaurant.
Well, it's just so easy to log on to Uber Eats or
but they're saying they're
DoorDash
going out to it. They're actually physically going out.
Hey, what happens in your household, Carmen?
If it wasn't for Chinese barbecue in East Vic Park, my family wouldn't eat. And that's just the way it is. And it's nice to be able to leave the house and have a circuit breaker and go catch up as a family. In fact, the only time we tend to sit around the table together is when we go out for a meal. So if you can find it cheap and cheerful, support a small business in your area, then why not do it? I do take my hat off to anybody who meal preps
What's your
twice a week.
favourite dish there at that restaurant?
It's the barbecue pork, of course.
Yes. Nothing goes past a lemon chicken, though, does it, Amanda?
Crispy skin.
Okay, all right. Hey, ladies, thanks so much for your insight this morning on Weekend Today. We appreciate it. It is 8 a.m. Here are today's top stories.